Good morning. It's Saturday. I've got my best Saturday COVID look on today. I just got back from Walmart. It was awful. I do all my shopping on pickup right now, but I had to get something that you couldn't get on pickup, and it was every bit as crazy as I thought it would be. But I survived, threw away my mask, moving on with the day. So today we are making the cutest Fun Fold card. Hi, Jewel. With the Snowflake Wishes stamp set. Sorry for me moving around. Hi, Sharon. I looked up a bunch of Fun Folds. Hi, Chris. And I was so excited when I found this one because I've always seen it and it just looks so hard, and I'd never made it before, but we're going to make this fun card. So it folds together like this, and it should, let's just check. I've got a standard sized envelope. It fits perfectly in a standard sized envelope. Hi, Sandra. And it opens like this. Thank you so much. Isn't that cute? So this is a perfect card to make. I'm sorry, Jewel. Maybe my internet's acting strange. It hopefully will work for you soon. Is anyone else having problems? This would be a perfect thank you note to make for gifts that you receive for Christmas or just any card. You could also put a, like, get well soon. You could put a birthday stamp in there. It doesn't matter. You can put whatever, and it can be a perfect little card for after Christmas, okay? And we're on the 12th, we're on the 10th day of Christmas. I can't believe we've gotten this far into the 12 days of Christmas. It's insanity. And, let me get a space cleared off so I can show you what to do here. I did probably spend too long. Can anyone else see me? I know Jewel says she can't see me, but Sharon, Chris, give me a shout out if y'all can see me. I've been having internet issues, and so if you can't see me, then it might come up. You might have to watch it later, unfortunately. All right, let us see. All right, so Sharon can see me, so I don't know what's wrong with Jewel. I'm telling you, I feel like we've just sort of overwhelmed the internet in general lately because okay, good, Jewel. I'm so excited. It makes me sad when people can't see. Okay, so let me turn my camera around. Pop it in the holster. Oh, y'all don't want to see my finger. Okay, get it straight. All right, so I love Fun Folds. I think they're so neat, and I mean, we can make a standard size card all day long. I have no issues with that. But sometimes it's fun to try something new, and I'm having a whole class next Tuesday, the 8th, with Fun Folds. And so I got out I actually printed out like instructions for like 20 Fun Fold cards. I got a little carried away. And I was like, I'm just going to make my next project as a Fun Fold for my 12 days of Christmas. So that's what we're doing today. Hey, Debbie Allen. So this is actually easier than you would think, and I'm going to show you how to do it from start to finish. Since it's a Fun Fold card, I want you to see how to do it from start to finish, okay? So I'm going to put this, let's see if I put that over here, you can still see it. All right, so we're going to start with our trimmer. Our trimmer is our friend. This trimmer is a great purchase if you don't already have one. It's well constructed. It's a great price point. It's one of our 12 gifts of Christmas. Let's start. Let me start with the beginning. I love this Snowflake Wishes paper, or Snowflake Splendor. The whole suite is just gorgeous. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, I know what I'm using in late winter, because I love the colors. It's got Highland Heather, Pool Party, Coastal Cabana, Balmy Blue, Pacific Point, Misty Moonlight, Night of Navy. All the blues plus a sprinkled in of purple, okay? And then this glimmer paper is everything. We've got these gems, this ribbon. I thought I had the embossing folder, but I don't. And then the stamp set has gorgeous stamped images with really cute sentiments. Okay, so we love everything about this whole suite. And I knew as soon as I turned that page that I would be playing with it quite a bit. And I have made quite a few projects with it. I like it because on one side of the paper, it's usually like almost a monochromatic, and then you've got snowflakes. So even after Christmas, of course that one is all snowflake, but even after Christmas, you can use some of these pages. This would certainly look awesome on like a card with the whale set. It looks like water to me. So don't count it out for other seasons. Here's some of it, and it's all of its glory. Let me show you real quick a Stamp-A-Stack I made using it. I've got it right here where I can reach easily. If you follow me, you've probably seen this, but I made this cute set of cards using this paper. This was a Stamp-A-Stack that I did. We made this on like day 2, I think, this cute little fun fold. So I love all this paper. It just brings out all the happiness in my day. Love all the colors. Okay. So what we're going to start with, and as always, to get the dimensions for the projects, then you need to subscribe to my email list, and I will post a link to sign up to my email list right in this post as soon as this is over. Also, just if you can't find it, just go to papermadeprettier.com, and all my blog posts this week have you circling back to that email. So we're going to cut this 7.5, which if we're going to cut 7.5, then we're going to need to open up our cutter. Let me see if y'all can see this. Hey, Abisi, I'm not sure I've ever seen you on Facebook. So happy. All right, so 7.5. Abisi and I work together. I miss her. All right, 7.5 by 4 1/4. All right, so we're gonna get there, and that's our whole card base. So it's smaller than usual, which is cool. And then you can use your trimmer for this, but I like to use my scoring tool when I'm doing a fair amount of scoring, which we're gonna do. So I got out my little scoring tool. Make sure it's in the view here. Okay, so it's got measurements across the top, and we are scoring this at 2.5 and 5. All right, and then we're going to score. I have to just open my card. I have a picture of this on the PDF, but I have to just open my card and look, so I won't screw it up. That's all I can say about that. So we're scoring from this corner to this corner, all right? And I was like, okay, this ought to work, but then I was like, is that really lined up? So I'm just telling you what I did is I took a piece of a different color cardstock, and I just put it right on the 4, and then if you line it up here, this is going to be a straight line. And then if you put your knot there and you shift that over, then this is going to be exactly from that corner to this corner. Does that make sense? So you're creating like a line there to make sure you're in the same groove. Ta-da! And then I'm going to do the same thing from here to here. All right, so I'm going to get my guide here again. This is just my crazy way of doing it. You may have a different way of doing it. So I'm going to line up here and here. So this needs to come down. So this is making a straight line with my purple Highland Heather. This is where the fold ends. And then this is where I'm trying to score to. So we'll get that right in a groove. And that's in a groove. Okay. So we're going to score that straight down. All right. So now we have our score, 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 score. All right. And that's where we are here. All right. Now we have lots of tools today. The next tool we're using is, let's see who else is here. With a Sharpie is a great idea. Oh yeah, on your scoring tool, that might work, yeah. Mary Jo, hello. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is along this score line, we're gonna fold it, okay? And we're gonna use our bone folder on this for sure. Okay, we wanna get a nice solid crease. And we're going to, I just have to, again, pull my thing up, make sure that, so you're basically folding on the diagonal the same direction, okay? So this is how we are right now. It's really not hard, I promise. And then we're gonna fold this in like a book, and we're gonna fold this in like a book. Okay. So now we are like this. That's our standard card base that we're gonna deal with. Now let's do some of the fun stuff. Let me see. I have some already big stitched circles cut out. Whenever I'm cutting out stitched things, I usually have extra paper and I just throw an extra die on there. So I have a lot of these cut out. And I'm just gonna stamp some gorgeous, this is one of my favorite things to do because the stamps are so detailed and I think it's so cute. So I'm using the colors from the paper, starting with Highland Heather, and I picked out the detailed snowflakes from the stamp set. And I'm just concentrating these around the edges because this whole snowflake is gonna cover your, is gonna be covered. Let us find the other. Here's another one. This one I will do in Pool Party. So a very gorgeous color and this sweet. And that's what color our card base is. I'm going to do one of them here. I hope y'all could see that, what I was just doing. Hey, Barb. Barb just had surgery and is recovering. You have been in our prayers. I know that is not easy. Not easy at all. Hopefully I can entertain you today. Okay, I better close my ink pads because I'm about to make a big mess. All right, so we're gonna come in with Pacific Point and we're gonna make a pretty snowflake here. Just have this coming in here a little bit, just a hint of the Pacific Point there. Gorgeous. So that's what we're gonna put on our one of our panels. Now we come to the part where we cut our designer series paper, and you have to use your measurements here, and we are cutting it in 2 rectangles, 3 7/8 by 2 1/4. So what I chose from the pack of paper is one piece that had, oh my gosh, I forgot the designer paper on this one. I chose one piece that had, did I? No, it's on the other side. I chose one piece that had snowflakes and then the other piece that was more muted. Does that make sense? So I wanted to contrast the snowflakes with a more subdued one of the pieces. Let me find it. Here it is. So this is what I chose. I thought these two went together really well. So I wonder if we could choose another pair though. Yay, let's do this. Let's do this color with this color. Okay, so we're gonna do this instead. It's fun to make a card two different ways. All right, so those are some complementary patterns too. We have snowflakes, and then we have a kind of neutrally type pattern. Alrighty. And I love Facebook Live because I get some great tips. So writing a line down your scoring tool with a Sharpie is a great idea. Okay, 3 7/8 by 2 1/4. We're going to cut 2 of these. And I love this paper because it goes in all directions. So you don't have to use your brain to think about which way to cut it. Which anytime I can craft without using my brain is a good day. All right, 2 1/4. Now this is the part where I did discover that you have to kind of do some thinking, because I originally wanted my designer paper to have these patterns, and the way I cut it, the flip side of this paper was available. So what you need to do is just close your card and say, okay, if my snowflakes need to go this way, then I need to cut it from this corner to this corner. If you cut it from this corner to this corner, then you're going to have to flip the paper over, which actually is fine because we're using the same pattern. So let's see if this works. No, I can't. It's too hard for my brain. We know that one piece is going to go this way. Some very smart people could probably figure out how to cut these both at once, but that person is not me. Okay, and then we know that our other piece needs to be cut this way. And this will help you if you're using a piece that's not the same, that's not using the front and the back of one paper. Okay, so now we have our paper all ready to go. And now we're just going to adhere it. Now I use both seal and and glue dots for this. Now, when your card is closed, then these are your flaps that show. So I went ahead and put the snowflake pattern down to this, okay? So I'm going to put some Stampin' Seal here. And where are my glue dots? I like to cover things up while I craft, and then when it's time to craft again, they're gone. All right, so this piece goes here. And we're just putting on our pieces. So I just stuck a little glue dot in that corner, and I put snail on the rest of it, or seal on the rest of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick that down. Dun, dun. I'll go back and put a glue dot there later. Y'all don't have to watch me do that every time. I think it actually probably will be fine without it. We're gonna stick that one there. Isn't this fun? Your friends, if you made a bunch of these for your friends at Christmas, they would just squeal when they open your card because it's so cool. My whole family was like, wow, that's cool. All right, so that's our basic card. I guess you could even go so far as to put designer paper there if you wanted to. But I also felt like I wanted to put a inside in here, okay? This is a little bit too big, so I measured it out to be 2 1/4 by 4 1/8. So that's what I'm gonna cut. Let me get some Whisper White. That's an envelope. I usually have, here's a good piece of white. All right, 2 1/4 by 4 1/8. 4 1/8. By by 2 1/4. Let's see if that works. Dun, 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 dun. All right, and the sentiment that fit, oh yes, it's perfect. The sentiment that fits in there really well in the stamp set is, thank you so much. But I want to see how it would work if we made it this way and opened it up like that. How about it? Because I want to use one of the other sentiments. So let's do it that way. Okay, so now we need our stamp set. Where is the Snowflake Wishes? Well, I'll show you the set in the book. I've covered it up on my table, but it's got all the pretty things. I'm going to use, in the coldest moments of the year, my heart is warm because you're near. There's also our friendship was one of a kind, a great Happy Hanukkah stamp. May your season sparkle. Wish Snowflake Wishes for a Merry Christmas. Okay, so I do have the stamps here. I just can't find the box. So let's do the one that's kind of a thinking of you stamp. Let's do that. Sorry. In the coldest moments of the year, my heart is warm because you're near. I love that. And let's do it in, I don't want to do it in Pacific Point. Let's do it in Night of Navy because this this paper has a lot of navy in it. How about we do that? And we're gonna, and we can write in this little space, or we can even put a little white panel here and write some more. You can write on the back, whatever. But they're gonna just be so thrilled to get that from you. Okay. Now let us build. Oh, we still have to cut out our snowflakes, but let's get this circle down before I lose it. So the key to this, obviously, is you don't want to connect your circle to both sides. You want to connect it to one side, okay? Or else your card won't open. So I'm going to just shift this over, and I'm going to put dimensionals here, here, and stick this stitched circle down like so. Okay, so it's connected there. All right, and now we're gonna have some fun with our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. All right, so we're gonna cut out some snowflakes, and I tried a lot of different versions of colors and settled on what I did here. So at first I cut out some purples, and it was just too much, so I just stuck with the blues. So this is the Balmy Blue, gorgeous glimmer paper. It's everything. And then we've got, I snuck in a little bit of Full Party here too. So here's a little tip. When you're cutting out things with your emboss machine, then I just rough cut a little piece so I don't have to run my whole sheet through there. So we'll do that one like that. We're gonna do another one like that with Pool Party. And then we're gonna do one with this die and with this die. So there are gobs of snowflake dies in this set. We have 2 very large ones, a couple medium ones, and 2 tiny ones. So you've got all the dies you need to make snow. It's gonna snow in our craft room today. All right, so we're gonna cut this out, rough cut it. Don't cut your finger off though, that's not a good idea. And then we're gonna rough cut around this and just get our little pieces ready. All right, and then what's cool with our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine is we can cut them all at once, except for the pool party one. We'll have to cut him later. Okay, so I hope you have a Stampin' Cut emboss machine. I love mine. It's a good thing. So we're going to set this up with our snowflakes. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to close the sandwich. Now you guys know that if you're a happy shopper, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, which I am, and you can be very easily, you can order the baby version of this Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine right now. It's available for pre-order right now for demonstrators. I can't wait. Mine is on its way. It's so cute. All right, so I'm popping out these 3 snowflakes, and then I'm going to run this big one back through with Pool Party. I just love the layered snowflake. I think it's so pretty. It just makes it so gorgeous. All right, so you've got all your snowflakes now. And we're just going to build them up. I've got to get this die off the floor. I have a fear of vacuuming up my dies. I wonder if you've ever done that before. Okay. Now what we're going to do, there's no need to poke all that detail out because we're going to cover it up, so don't worry about that. We're going to now get our glue dots going, and we're just going to let it snow, let it snow. So I'm putting that balmy blue one there. Now you guys, I am in the Christmas spirit in some ways, but I am in some not. I'm disappointed because of COVID, and I'm sure you all are too. And I'm just telling you, I was dreading putting out the Christmas decorations just because I just didn't have it in me because I can't have a party this year. That's one of my favorite things. But finally, yesterday, I started getting out the boxes and started decorating, turned on some Christmas music, and lo and behold, I am in the Christmas spirit. So sometimes you just have to fake it until you make it, and then it takes over for you. So I just encourage you, whatever you used to do, even if it feels weird, like decorating the house for just yourself or even your little nuclear family, just do it. I mean, what's the downside, right? You know, got anything else to do. So, and also, I recommend highly that you make lots and lots of Christmas cards because there are so many people that are suffering this year, and your kind words will be music to their ears. Okay, so I'm talking and not telling you what this is. This is the gorgeous Snowflake Splendor ribbon. It's iridescent, and it's everything you can imagine. It's just so pretty. I'm just going to tie a little bow. And one thing I've learned about this ribbon is if you stick it on your project with a glue dot, it will stay as long as you don't like jostle it. But if you put it in a box, take it out, if you move it around like I do a lot of my projects, that bow is going to pop off, okay? So here's my tip. You could also stick it down with the glue, but then it shifts around until the glue dries. So I actually double time it, and I stick it down with a glue dot first, okay, to get it where it needs to stay. And then I take some green glue, some Tombow liquid multi-purpose glue, and I just sneak it right in there, okay? So the glue dot's going to hold it where it needs to be until that liquid glue dries, and that liquid glue is going to dry clear. So that's just my little tip on getting that ribbon to stay down, because you'll see if you use a bunch of it, it's stiff, which makes it tie beautifully, but then it just pops off. Okay, so I want my bow to be in line with the way that the card opens. Okay, so that's how that's going to go. And then we're going to pop on our dimensionals. And we're going to shut that card. Make sure we have the sentiment going in the right direction. And we're going to cover up that little yellow smudge that I saw under there, which is awesome. Okay, so we have version number 2 of our snowflake card. So I hope that you really enjoyed that. I think it's gorgeous. Love it. Okay. And I think it just, I don't know, it just makes me all kinds of happy. So the other tip I'll give you is, like, for instance, when I decided I need to take a picture of this and hold it closed, you can sneak a little glue dot in the corner just to take a picture of it, but I wouldn't worry about it. It's going to stay shut in the envelope, and as soon as the person opens it, oh, I see I missed one thing, the best part. We have these blue adhesive back gems. They come in like a lighter blue, and they come in this darker iridescent blue. So I'm going to use this one on my project. And what I did is I just cascaded them from like across. So starting here and just go across this way. Okay, let me get my take your pick tool. So we'll loosen it up there. Pick it up. Now, we usually do our embellishments in groups of 5 and 7, and I like to explain why that is, because we just do it and we don't know. But what we know about the human brain is that it tries to divide when dividing is possible. So 3, 5, 7 as an embellishment lets our brain stop, because it's a prime number, and it stops on it stops dividing, and it just focuses on the beauty. So I don't know if you knew that, but isn't that a cool tip about embellishing? So 3, 5, 7, just think about your prime numbers, and that is the story. Now, the 12th, no, what are we on? 10th day of Christmas. Tomorrow we're going to use Snowfront, and we're going to make a Snowfront card and some tags. I got this swell idea from a friend of mine. I can't wait to share with you. And I want to share with you the 12th gift of Christmas, which is, let me find it. That's not it. I guess I could have cleaned up my space. So it's a Stampin' Up! Gift certificate. And I will, oh, here it is. I have these cute little gift certificates. And I think it's a great idea to give yourself stamps for Christmas. I for one, that's all I'm getting for Christmas is gift certificates. Or stamps. So I just ordered them myself from my husband. That's my favorite thing about Christmas, because we have our new catalog, our spring catalog, and we can start ordering from it already. And so I'm all over ordering from this for Christmas. If you are a happy shopper, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, you can order from this now too. So that's super exciting. And speaking of that, we have a daily prize draw every day. And the prize for today is we're going to draw for 6 sheets of 6x6 of this designer series paper. It's called Flowering Fields. This is from the new spring catalog, and it's free with a $50 purchase. So, but it's only available to happy shoppers right now, which makes it a very exciting prize. And we always draw each day from the people that watched the day before and shared. And I'm going to have to tell you who the winner is, because I can't get into my computer. So this was from day 9. But I had a watcher yesterday, so I will post a picture of this, post it with the winner and their prize as soon as I get off of here. Okay, you guys, thanks for watching. I hope you have a blast of a day. I don't do Facebook Lives on Sundays, so I'll see you again on Monday at 10 a.m. with my Snowfront projects. And be watching for our Fun Fold card class on December 8th. So that's going to be a super class to attend, and it's free. So watch for the registration for that. Bye-bye.